Hi everybody, it's me, Emily, the PMDD Vlogger. I've not done a vlog in absolutely forever, but today I'm feeling quite well and I look half alive and decent, so I thought it was the perfect opportunity to catch up with you all. Today is Friday the 18th of October 2019 and I am about 5 months post-op from a total laparoscopic hysterectomy with bilateral ovary removal for PMDD. So let me fill you in. To say it's been a bit of a roller coaster would be an understatement. There's definitely been lots of highs but many lows. However, overall I would say that definitely the highs and the lows are a lot less extreme than when I was living with PMDD. I've not self-harmed and I've not needed any sort of hospital intervention or crisis care since I had the operation. I've also not seen a community psychiatric nurse in that time. I saw her for an initial post-discharge check, but I've not actually had like a face-to-face appointment with anybody. However, I have had to speak to the duty team on a number of occasions because, like I said, it's been up and down and there's been some very dark times. But one thing that I will say is that dark times now are so different to dark times with PMDD. One of the things that I've tried to explain to professionals is that when I was living with PMDD, when the dark times came and the hell weeks came, it was like everything felt out of control. I felt completely irrational. I couldn't rationalise anything. I had questionable capacity and I couldn't deal with the thoughts that I was having, and I acted on impulse a lot of the time. Or not on impulse, but I couldn't process the consequences, or I didn't care about the consequences of my actions. I just needed it to stop in my head. Whereas now I'm a lot more clear on the notion of the consequences of my actions. So now I'm not going to deny it. I do still have thoughts of self-harm and suicide on quite a regular basis. But now it's not about stopping the thoughts, it's just that I'm struggling with my self-worth and my purpose and things. And it's very fluctuating, so I can be okay for a week and then I can be really down for a week. Like I say, I do still require support from my family, but I've not acted on any of those things and I've managed to keep myself safe, so that's a massive bonus for me. Professionals have asked me, do I regret the surgery? And 100% for me personally, no, I don't regret it at all. I didn't have a life. I didn't think I had a life worth living. I was simply surviving with my PMDD and regular hospital admissions. And this life, although it's not the life that I want just yet, I do feel like there's the scope to create myself a life worth living now, which before I didn't think was possible. The only thing that I was clinging on to was the notion that surgery would make things better, and it has made things better. But I do want to stress, surgery is a last resort option for premenstrual disorders, and I think it's also the fact that surgery is a very personal decision. Nobody can make that decision for you and it has to come from yourself, as I think there could be a lot of regret or guilt afterwards. For me, I was very sure of my decision